During my days in primary school from the years of 2011 to 2017, we had forms of punishment. So if we misbehaved, we'd be disciplined. And not disciplined in the way that you think. It was actually a way which we thought and found stupid at the time. You may be similar. Well, I thought and found it to be stupid at the time. And reasons being, long story short, being a lot more different to the discipline you're given at home. I look back now, 12 years later, and realize the value. Most of us, our parents disciplined us through physical abuse. That was the way they grew up, and so they passed down their childhood traumas onto us. Though it was effective, and I came out right, during the child I always thought something about that was off and wrong. Now don't get me wrong, it works. But I believe there's other hope. Can't talk today. I believe there are other ways. And what was done to me during those times, in primary school, was effective. And it was as simple as facing the wall. I hope you guys managed to get I hope I managed to get a thumbnail there. The sunrise is really good. We just got a beating. Very lovely. And more contrast, more lightness, in terms of more darker to make it more visual. And you can concentrate to my words more. So, yeah. Facing the wall. Really as simple as that. But it's boring. Yeah, that's the point. It's boring. There's nothing to do. Yeah, that's the point. And naturally, from experience, and you can probably vouch for it too, I mean, you're human. It's not like you're a dog or anything. Not to say that dogs can't watch this video, I mean, hey, feel free. You know, dogs, they can't understand human speech. So maybe this may even help them. So, let's have a try. But naturally, you face the wall after doing something, whether that may be, I don't know, subjective to whatever you've done, and you know, face the wall. Naturally, what's going to happen is you're going to think about the last thing you did, which was obviously a few seconds ago. And that thing being, you facing the wall. You're going to think about it. Whether that thing may be good or bad. I don't know why, I just really can't speak today. Speech is off. See, that off again. I said off rather than off. Speech is off. Bear with me, guys, I'm sorry. As the video gets longer, I'll adapt to it. But yeah, what was I? Yeah, it gives you time to think. And 2 years ago, I gained this epiphany, if you will, this realization, and I shut the door and I proceeded to face the wall. And I just looked at it. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I just looked at the wall. Put a timer, of course, because we need to know when we're done. But I just faced the wall. And let me tell you guys, it is one of the most fun things in a weird way that I've ever done. Facing the wall. Hold on, what's that? Let's take an apartment next to a church. Man, they must be getting blessings every day. Good on them. Facing the wall, guys. Sorry guys, this is what I was looking at, right? Facing the wall really gets you to think, you know, think about anything in general. This one, yes, gives you time. And yeah, when I did it, just made me realize that there's a lot of shit I don't know about myself. There's a lot of building I need to do. Let's not find ourselves. Let's build ourselves. You know, and I believe staring at a wall will help you with that. It will give you the realizations and give you steps to build yourself to wherever you want to be in life. And there's not really much to say. I thought this would be like a 20-30 minute video, but guys, I wasn't the best speaker today. I don't know why something's just off, but at the same time, something just told me record the video and post it onto YouTube because this may help someone. I actually gave this advice to one of my friends about a year or two ago, and he found it extremely helpful. He even went as far to say, as far to document his insights that he experienced. He even went as far to document his insights and experiences in our self-improvement group chat. So good on you, man. If you're watching this, I know you don't have a channel right now. You probably will eventually in the future, but good on you. You know who you are. I didn't say your name. You know who you are. So yeah, he just did that. And then I said something along the lines of, wow, that's really impressive. But then the funny thing was, and this is what he said to me. He said, ironically, he got the idea from me. I was like, oh shit, yeah. I did give the idea. But then I stopped doing it for some reason. And I don't really have any good reasons as to why I stopped, because it's really beneficial to my life. And I should be doing it more. The last time I did it was probably about a week or two ago. After I watched the David Goggins, podcast, live event, if you will. I believe it was titled something along the lines of Unleash Your Inner Badass. Something like that. I really loved it. I loved it. Basically him just talking about his life and talking about, mastering the mind. And I gotta do that. Because I'm fucked up sometimes, guys. I do stuff that should even be done. And it's not even like, you do it and it's like, you're done doing it and you're like, why did I do that? It's like, that was unnecessary. Why did you, why? That's not you. I listen to music. You're vibing to what? Just a lot of distractions in the world, like Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef. Yeah, it sounds cool to listen to, but what benefit is that actually providing to your life? Please don't think that I'm perfect when I make these advice videos, but I fuck up too. I'm just as fucked up as you are. I make these videos for myself also. Sometimes I mess up, and all my videos I make, they're out of logic. The words I speak, they're out of logic. But sometimes naturally we're gonna go too into our emotions, and it's nice to have these videos of my past self just reminding my future self to keep pushing, man. And I also don't want to seem as a hypocrite. But I fuck up to you guys, I jack off. Not as frequently as I did back in the day when it was like 5 times a day. If we're talking about monthly, 30 days in a month, I don't do it 30 days in a month. I don't do that shit no more. I'm saying there are 30 days in a month. So I'd probably only do it like 4 or 5 times. I've improved a lot since then. And that's kudos to me. But even then, why the fuck are you jacking off? You know how much shit you could be getting done? Come on, man. Come on, guys. Women, aren't we? We were conquerors back in the day, man. The world was ours for the taking. Our testosterone was high. Why are we being so weak? Why am I being so weak? What am I doing? I need to get better. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. What am I doing? What are you doing? What the fuck is going on? Let's get to work. Let's build a better life for our families. Let's build a better life for ourselves. Let's please God more. Because that's really all that matters in the end. All that matters in the end. All this material stuff, as good as it is, and I do believe you should still enjoy it. Don't make that your God. Because at the end, Jesus is going to come, it's going to destroy everything, so. You got to stir out our wool, guys. We really got to start stirring out our woos. I got to start doing it again as well, because I've been slacking. Awful, disgusting. Shame on me. Why am I slacking? What's wrong with me? Come on. You're better than this, man. I'm talking to you, future Golden, because I know you're going to have the thoughts of screwing up in the future, which is normal. You're human. But you have full control of your mindset, and God gave you free will, gave your viewers free will, so you have to blame yourself. It's no one else's fault, it's yourself. All you. It's all on you. And to really tap into our mindsets, and I'm speaking from my own personal experiences, as reiterated, stirring our rule really helped me. You hear them sneezes, guys? It's funny because back when I was a child, I always and still do sneeze like this. Achoo. Right? Shall we take that route? I mean, it looks... It's disgusting. I know it's in black and white, but you know, you see when you see like just green piss on the floor, those type of stuff. I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna deal with that shit. So we're just walking. I'm just walking in random estates that I've never been to before. Well, I have been here like 2 years ago, but I'm just walking in there. But yeah, staring at a wall is really gonna help, and yeah, there's not really much to say other than that. I need to get on to my grind as well, you know, masterminds, my you know, mindset too, and why I do things, because I do some junk in my life that isn't really necessary. So it's usually times when you're in isolation. They say isolation is the devil's workshop, and I couldn't agree more. And it's usually when you're bored. We have this, you know, perception that boredom is bad. Boredom is good for you. The book Deep Work talks about that also, and I believe it was chapter 2, well, section 2, chapter 3 of the book talks about the value of that. I gotta read that section again because it's been a while since I read Deep Work. I think it was like last year, so I gotta get back into that. Books are not just something you read once, it's something you study till it's second nature to you, and that's something I gotta work on a lot more. I do it with the Bible, so why not with my other self-improvement books? Something to do, and you know, consider already. I need to master my mindset, man, because we need to do it, not just me. Because that's gonna make our lives a lot better in all areas. And I believe staring at the wall is the first way forward. I don't want to keep repeating myself now because I know time is precious and valuable. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. If you were to take anything from this video, please just stare at a wall. Simple as that. Turn your phone and do not disturb. Shut your room, you know. If you have loud families in your house, I know I do. You know, African houses are, you know, they're very loud, so you need to make your attention clear. But I usually like to find the time usually in the morning or evening, because that's usually when they're the most quiet. Or before I end the video also. I want to go back to, yeah. I think that's the most effective way to discipline your children when they bug out and they're naturally gonna bug out. You gotta sit them in the wall. Don't beat them up. Just sit them in the wall. Put them in timeout. People call this soft, but when they're 18, because there's gonna come a point in their lives where you can see where the hell they want. This is absolutely normal. It's not bad, but it's viewed as bad depending on how you raise them, depending on the foundations that you've instilled towards your child whilst growing up. I came out right. Obviously, I want to say the beatings were ideal, but that's the African way, you know. How about we, how do I say this, like, almost end, what do I say, stigma? There's a word for it. You know when like a whole lineage does the same thing and you want to end it? And I don't know. There's a word for it. There's definitely a word for it. One of you guys can comment it below. But yeah, let's end that because I'm actually heavily against child abuse. And again, when I say child abuse, obviously if they bug out, give them a little, I'm not saying smack them out of anger like our parents did. Like pure anger, just frustration. This is why I promote meditation, and I need to do it more. I think it's just making one video meditating was enough. I can see why a lot of people who are keen on improving their lives repeat it. It needs repeating. I thought just one video is enough. I need to keep saying it so it annoys you guys. We need to meditate and be more mindful. And you can do it together, staring at a wall. We don't go to men, we don't go to the gym to live. We don't want to be strong to abuse our children out of anger. We don't do that, no. We're mindful, stoic men. And I believe the right way to discipline your child is just put them in the wall. And they're not allowed to get out until they really realize what they did and they come to you with an apology. No harm. And then they're going to expect you more, respect you more. You taught them mindfulness. You taught them meditation without teaching meditation, but you taught meditation in the sense of you didn't physically say it, but you know, through actions, they learn meditation. And they probably learn breathing techniques also. So it's a win-win rather than just beating up your son. There's a difference between earning respect through fear and earning respect through I butchered that. There's different ways to gain respect. Two ways, in fact. There's fear from abuse of power, and there's love from, I don't know what I'd name that, but there's definitely a definition to finish that. Start out, guys, and as you do your first session. Also, and I'll keep saying I'll end the video. I'm so sorry, guys. This is the last one for you guys, I promise. When you start a wall for the first time, chances are you're gonna have a lot of pictures in your head. You're gonna see this like spinning thing, something just spinning in your head, and that's your mind, the mental Rolodex in your mind, just a form of ideas trying to pick out something to really think about. You're gonna stare at a wall, you're gonna see patterns that you never saw, literal patterns like lines, and your mind is just gonna create like nice images in the wall that you'd think, oh, maybe they don't exist, they're actually in the wall. And it's like, oh yeah, that stuff always was there, but I never actually stared at the wall. And it's beauty to doing this. A lot of people will call you weird for doing it, or they haven't reaped the benefits, so of course they're gonna talk their shit, aren't they? So this is it. It'll be a major step forward for you. Alright, let's turn. It'll be a major step forward for you, and it's worth doing. So start you all, guys. Tell me about it. I need to do it more myself, so I'm gonna get back to it and document my insights that I experienced whilst doing it. So, adios.